Coming off a loss in Chicago and Los Angeles.
And Trent, as we take a look at what this Denver defense, as you can see, their last 7 games, they have 8. Sean Payton has to be pleased with what he's seen.
Coach, good evening. Thanks so much for the time tonight. And after starting the season, turn around.
I think the number one thing has been...
Okay, so the season. So how has Vance Joseph changed things?
Joseph needed to get used to, so that was the first. Then there were some personnel changes. P.J. Locke has played well. Opposite Pat Surtain, which is a tough spot for. A lot of times you have a terrible game, coach will bury the football. Has showed it to his team recently. Them for how far they come, how much further they can still go.
Joseph in San Francisco, and to that point, he's a time. He understands exactly how to talk to guys.
He's sort of using like a therapist technique.
And I'm told that the people that have been there for both regimes, and that is certainly being shown this year. Yeah,
the return of Baron Brown, the biggest difference for Denver, be cleaned up, and that Denver could absolutely
triple header in a game with playoff implications. It's the Denver as our backdrop tonight. Happy holidays, everyone. With Trent, Bengals winning and the Colts winning, the Broncos need to win.
No better way to wrap up the day of NFL
staggering toward the finish line here.
Lost 2 of 3, and you say staggering, but got to remember this offense is in the top 10 in almost every major category, and a lot of it is due to Jared Goff and the numbers he's been able to put up. You also have to understand the silver lining I'm looking at is their 2 losses to Green Bay and Chicago in the last 3 weeks are division opponents that they played earlier in the year, and they beat earlier in the year. It's always harder to beat a team twice. That's what happened. I really like this offense, and to get the offense going, they want the run game going, they want the play action pass. Amon-Ra St. Brown over 1,000 yards receiving on the season. Only 5 catches the last 2 weeks. They need to get him involved tonight. And the rookie Sam Laporta is one of the best tight ends in the NFL.
He is indeed hitting historic numbers. The Broncos are just a game back at Kansas City in the West.
Well, and they're doing really well with Russell Wilson. The way he's adapted to the offense that Sean Payton has put in and what they're trying to get done already has more touchdowns than he did a season ago. And there's still 4 games left in the season. A big reason for that is the playmaking ability of Courtland Sutton. Russell told us, listen, he's got world-class talent and world-class work ethic. We're going to go green and show you one of the reasons why Russell Wilson trusts him so much. This play last week against the Chargers, Russell Wilson's under arrest. Courtland Sutton recognizes that he's scrambling in the pocket, so he adjusts his route, takes off to the end zone with the defensive back hanging on his left arm. He's able to reach up with his right arm, bring the ball in with the catch, get his feet down, touchdown. He's been doing catches like that all season, Kevin.
All right, we've had the flip of the coin. The Lions won the toss, and they have chosen to receive. Craig Reynolds is back to retrieve the kickoff from Denver. And the former New Orleans Saint to kick it off. Will Lutz, no surprise there. He played for Sean Payton with the Saints. The Broncos, the Lions, terrific way to end this triple header. And Reynolds will take it out from the goal line and trying to find a gap, and he's out past the 25 with a dive and brought down by Drew Sanders. As we say good evening to the third member of our crew, Melanie Collins.
Good evening, Kevin. When we spoke with Russell Wilson this week, he was all about the 2 truths of this Broncos season. He said the first truth is we've won 6 out of 7 games and been one of the best teams in the NFL in that span. The second truth is we haven't done a dang thing, and it's important to understand both. He said we're just turning on the car and stepping on the gas a little bit, but we're still only in 3rd gear. Now, Kev, he said it's time for us to shift it into 6th.
Shifting gears. Thank you, Mel. Montgomery in the backfield. Play action, 1st and 10. Goff with time, chased by Cooper. And now by Purcell, and throws it away. Good pressure and good coverage, better yet, by the Denver Bronco defense. Well, here is a look at Goff starting at quarterback again tonight for Detroit.
Well, that's what Detroit wants to do. They want to get the play action pass going, push the ball down the field. You see the giveaways there, 10 in the last 7 games. That's not good enough, as he talked to us about, but knowing that they want to run the football, Denver comes out anticipating that it's going to be run, but they cover everybody downfield. Goff has to throw it away.
Through the block at the right tackle. 2nd down and 10. Amon-Ra St. Brown breaks away and is tackled from behind by Singleton. A 1st down catch and run to the 46. A pickup of 19 and a 1st down for Detroit.
Once again, a great pocket for Jared Goff, and has the ability with the accuracy to the outside. He told us he wants to get Amon-Ra St. Brown involved more. The last 2 weeks, only 5 catches total. Second play of the game, they get it into his hands, get a first down.
And he will admit, as he talked to us the other day, that he has had 2 kind of lackluster performances back-to-back. So he's looking to break out of that. Fake to Montgomery. 1st and 10 for Goff. Good time. Downfield he goes. Broken up. Beautiful play by the All-Pro Justin Simmons. They were looking downfield with the incompletion for Jamison Williams.
Well, it's very clear in the first 3 plays of the game why this team is so good at big plays down the field. They have 54 passes of 20 yards or more. 3 plays, all 3 are trying to push the ball downfield. Good play by Justin Simmons over the top.
We have the 2nd down and 10. Montgomery still in the backfield, and that's who Goff is going to go to right here as he goes one-on-one with Cooper and Singleton. Knocked down, gain of 4. He's out to midfield. And now the Lion offensive line. And the big news here, they get back their terrific center, Frank Ragnow.
Well, that's a huge get for this offensive line. They've allowed a lot of pressure on Jared Goff in recent weeks. A lot of it is due to their health and the shuffling offensive line you see highlighted there. Sam Laporta has had an outstanding rookie season.
Off for the start, a 2 of 4. Glasgow was in that starting center position last week. Now he goes back to his natural right guard, the former Bronco. 3rd and 6. Sewell the block, and outside they go, and it's incomplete with the Sanders coverage on the running down. Here comes the punting unit for the Detroit Lions on their first possession.
Well, the first time tonight that we've seen Vance Joseph, the defensive coordinator of the Broncos, bring some heat. It's on 3rd down. They rush 5. They bring 2 off the edges. So man-to-man coverage across the front in terms of protection. A little bit too far outside, forcing the punt.
So 5 pass plays, no runs, and a punt on the first possession. Deep back is the rookie Marvin Mims, and awaiting the punt here from Jack Fox, who has a terrific hang time to his credit, allowing those guys to run downfield. Good special teams for the Lions. And it sails out of bounds. Now we'll watch the official try to mark it as he goes up that sideline and figure out, with a little geometric work here, to about the 15-yard line. So the Lions have had it and punted. Up next, Russell Wilson and the Denver Broncos on NFL Network. It's a 37-yard return.
Well, Russell Wilson just does a play fake. He's trying to run a naked to get to the outside. By a naked, I mean no offensive lineman is coming out to block the edge. You've got to fool them. They didn't fool him at all. Wilson gets hit as he's trying to protect the football and tuck it away. You can see Aaron Glenn fired up with his defense, making an impact play early in this game.
It is the first fumble by Denver in over 2 games. 1st and 10. Outside they go, and a quick throw here. Caught by Williams and grabbed by Jewell. Not a lot there. The linebacker brings him down. It's a gain of a yard. They get to the 36. The Denver defense coming through, and they have played well, and they have fueled this winning 6 of their last 7 games.
Well, they have played well, and really, as you said, 6 of the last 7. A lot of it's due to this defense and the way they've turned things around. Alex Singleton and Josie Jewell, the linebackers in the middle of the defense, are sideline-to-sideline players.
2nd down, 9. It's Montgomery trying to take it up and brought down by Harris in the middle of the line. Gets to the 32 and picks up 5 on the play. There is no Nick Benito. Knee injury will keep out the top sacker for the Broncos. He will not play tonight. Fumble by Wilson. And that is his 5th fumble of the season. Off to the air. Blocked by Dicker. They come up the middle. He's brought down here by DJ Jones. Racing up the middle. He's got a sack. It's his first of the season. They lose 8. And that'll push it back to the 39.
Kevin, it was interesting on that play. I was watching Pat Surtain where he was going to line up. Initially, he was lined up right across from Sam Laporta. We had talked to him this week about where he was going to line up. Was that going to give an indicator to Jared Goff in the offense? Right before the snap, he switches to the other side, so it makes you think he's... But instead of the snap of the ball, they go back to zone coverage instead of man-to-man. So an early indicator was man, but that confusion was zone. So all of a sudden gives him the ability to get the sack because you're not understanding man or zone and getting the ball out of your hands quickly.
It's the punt. It's the second punt. They can do nothing with the fumble recovery. It'll trickle into the end zone. Touchback to the 20 on the punt by Jack Fox. So the Lions with 9 wins and atop the North in the NFC at home tonight against the Broncos. Back at Ford Field here in downtown Detroit. So they couldn't cash in. The Lions on the fumble by Russell Wilson and the terrific return by Isaiah Bugs.
What a great response by that Denver defense, Kevin, to be able to come in and shut him down, force him into that punt.
Javonte Williams, the back in against the call on 1st and 10, and grabbed by Anzalone, the leading tackler. Whacked at the 20 and about a half-yard gain on the play. As you take a look at the Denver Bronco offensive line, they have not missed a single start, any 5 of them this season.
Well, and that's the thing that stood out to me, Kevin, is all 5 of those guys playing every game, and you just get better every week when you have the same guy next to you. We talked in the open about Cortland Sutton and the job that he's doing this season, and Javonte Williams has been a force running the football.
Wilson, second down and 10, bowls the back at the left tackle. His arm was hit, the fluttering ball, and it's incomplete. And Kirby Joseph just about had a chance to grab that ball that was dying downfield. 3rd down coming up. Right, just that close.
Just that close, that's right. Aiden Hutchinson working on Mike McGlinchey, and he's able to get a hand on it. Right on his elbow, that causes the ball to flutter. Nearly getting an interception, forcing a 3rd and long.
Williams the back, 5 in the secondary. 2nd down, 9. Wilson looking. Here they come. Here comes Hutchinson. He got him around the ankles. The pass for Judy is incomplete with the coverage by Branch. Barnes was coming up the middle. Irvin was coming up the middle. It's 4th and 9. The punting unit out there for Denver.
Once again, it's going to be the pressure coming off of the right side here. Russell Wilson's going to try and step up in the pocket. This is something throughout his career he's been able to do is extend plays. He's not necessarily trying to extend plays to take off and run, which he does have the ability to do. It's more buying time and push the ball up the field. Give credit to the coverage up the field, not allowing any separation.
Collie Freeman. Oh, what a great special teams tackle by Riley Moss. On a 52-yard punt with no return yards on the play. Both the Broncos and the Lions saying don't stop anybody right now, and that's how Detroit at 9-4. They began 5-1, then 8-2. Got to keep winning. And, of course, they're in play for that #1 overall seed. It's Gibbs, the rookie, on 1st and 10. He was knocked astray by Moreau, the cornerback, with a burst of 8, and he's up near the 35.
Well, my conversations with Vance Joseph this week, I brought up Gibbs, and the first thing he compared him to was Chris Johnson, and I hadn't thought of that. And he said, you know, Chris Johnson was a track guy, and Gibbs is like a track guy. Every time he gets the ball in his hands, he can go the distance.
2nd down, 2, Gibbs again. Oh, getting a big block in there. And it was Glasgow who delivered it. The gain to the 44. He picks up 10 after a gain of 8 and the flag thrown on the play.
Holding. Offense number 60. 10-yard penalty.
That's a pretty good block. That's Graham Glasgow, the right guard. He did turn his defender in. And that'll wipe away that gain of 10.
Right guard here lined up right in front of Gibbs. You can see him gets out. He gets his hands outside. And you get the hand in the jersey pulling across. And we kind of had the same angle as that back official that threw the flag. Easy call for them with that view.
With a second down and 12, Goff. Sewell the block, and downfield he goes, and it's caught here by Jamison Williams. Brought down by Simmons, the safety. He's got a first down up to the 39, picking up 14. Goff through the air, right on the money.
It all starts with the pass protection. The amount of time that Goff has, he's looking to the right, comes back left, and then sees the opening in the middle of the field. You give him that kind of time, he's going to be able to pick you apart.
Gibbs remains. Raymond on the move. And Goff to the side. Has gone right there at Khalif. Raymond makes the grab. Picks up on the play 13 yards after a 14-yard pass to Williams. Another Lion first down.
Well, the way this Denver defense has been thriving in recent weeks has been the pressure and the blitzing they've done. Right now, not getting a lot of pressure on Jared Goff, letting him sit back there and pick him apart down the field. Excellent job of play calling by Ben Johnson, realizing they can get the play fake, they can get that run action, and it's giving him time to push it down the field.
Goff is 5 of 8 overall on 1st and 10. It's Gibbs dancing, and then Cooper will wrap him up as he gets to the 47 of the Denver Broncos and picks up 2 on that first down handoff.
Here's Ben Johnson right there in his second year as the offensive coordinator. Talked about the relationship that he had with head coach Dan Campbell and the way that was built last year during the struggling part of that first part of that season last year in 22, and the way it's grown since then, the confidence that he has in Jared Goff.
Second down and 8. Goff, Gibbs, running out of real estate, and over there Moreau will make sure he gets out of bounds. And he loses a yard. He's back near the 49. Offensive coordinator Ben Johnson, his name has come up a lot here as we get to the end of this season, and as it was last year for a head coaching job maybe around the league.
Well, and you look at what this is all under head coach Dan Campbell, and the offense that first season struggled, and then all of a sudden you make the play caller change, and you see the numbers are impressive for Ben Johnson, and good reason why his name keeps coming up as far as a head coaching candidate.
Broncos have been very good on third down defense. Here's a 3rd and 10 going deep, and he's got him. And this is Williams with the coverage by the All-Pro Pat Surtain downfield for Denver. Last week, 0 of 12 on third down, the Chargers against this Denver defense.
Well, that's twice now they've tried pushing the ball downfield to Jamison Williams and not able to make the connection. The first time was underthrown a little bit, so the ball was broken up. That time just out of his reach, trying to get a big play.
Jack Fox to punt. 21 yards on his first punt tonight. Mims under it. Fair caught, 17-yard line of the Broncos. Getting it again. 1st and 10. Not much there for the Hayden Hutchinson tackle on Javonte Williams out to about the 18-yard line. And here you look at where the Broncos are. And after beginning 1-5, no one could have possibly thought they'd be here at this stage of the season.
Oh, you wouldn't think so, especially the way they turned things around against Green Bay and have now been on a run, winning 6 of their last 7.
Play clock at 5. Williams in the backfield and the handoff. Right into that defense. Kaminsky jumps on him. A couple others were there. Got to the 21. Picks up 3, 3rd and long.
Well, there was a lot of confusion there. Before the play, they were trying to change the play. The crowd noise had an impact on it. And then you see Russell Wilson goes out to his right. There was some confusion with the handoff. There was a delay to the whole thing. Not exactly what you want to see, but they were able to at least get a couple yards out of it to make it 3rd and medium.
Third down running back. Samaje P. Ryan is in the game. Wilson through the air. 1 of 4. It's 3rd and 5. Wilson throws. Flag is thrown. Mims makes the grab.
Yeah, I thought it was McGlinchey that moved early, so I didn't know why they weren't stopping it.
False start. Offense number 69. 5-yard penalty. Third down.
They spent a lot of money on him, getting him from San Francisco as an unrestricted free agent.
Well, Hutchinson's been able to get around him a couple of times tonight, and that time he was just early. McGlinchey was. Changes things up quite a bit when you go from 3rd and 5 to 3rd and 10.
Indeed it does. 5 in the secondary for the Detroit Lions. 3rd down and 9. Mims. Ryan was in the backfield. Wilson on the move and caught by Sutton, bounces back up and drilled on the side by Dorsey. He's got the catch. He picks up 23 yards. He's up to the 40-yard line, improvising off-schedule play. Russell Wilson.
Well, he has good protection. It's just good coverage upfield. Only 4 guys rushing, so 7 are in coverage. Bowles has a good block, and then the spin move to get outside by Russell Wilson, extending it, and Cortland Sutton being on the same page, coming back and making it a friendly catch along the sideline.
Ryan 1st and 10. With the block ahead from McGlinchey, brought down by Anzalone, and he's out to the 46 and picks up 6 on 1st down.
Well, and that's one of the things we talked to the Lions about was you got to force him into 3rd down. You got to force pressure on Russell Wilson, but you got to understand, even this deep into his career for Russell Wilson, he still has the ability to escape and extend plays and make the plays that got that 3rd down conversion.
Javonte Williams in the backfield, 2nd down and 4. Williams the call. And finished off by Branch after he was hit by Melifonwu. No gain on the play. And 3rd down coming up again for the Broncos.
Broncos recognizing the Lions were trying to make a mass substitution to get Hutchinson back on the field for 3rd down. Hurried up and got to the line of scrimmage, which prevents them from changing personnel.
3rd and 4, underneath they go. Troutman may have caught it. The ball jogged free, as you see. Reeves, Maben jumped on it. No catch, incomplete. 4th down. It's a punting situation for Denver. Did not make a foot, did not get the 2 strides necessary, or big hit by Branch, huh? Wow.
Yeah, Branch phenomenal there. Sitting on the route, they were in zone coverage. Troutman got the ball. Good recognition there by Wilson to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Looked like they were going to have the 1st down. Troutman just not able to hang on to it as Branch made an outstanding play.
Riley Dixon's going to punt. Raymond is back for the Detroit Lions. Into the end zone, touchback. It'll be out to the 20-yard line on a 54-yard punt by Dixon. Only his...
Good Morning Football, Monday at 7 on NFL Network.
Well, in this game between the Broncos and the Lions, a combined 6 possessions, 5 punts, 1 fumble, and only 6 first downs. Broncos just punted into the end zone. 1st and 10 from the 20 for Jared Goff. 6 of 10 through the air. Montgomery gets the call, finds a gap, brought down, hit by Locke, downstairs to Mel.
Look, Dan Campbell told us when they turned this thing around last season after starting 1-6, it was because they finally gelled defensively and got a swagger. They stopped turning the ball over offensively, and it's basically been the same formula for the Broncos. They started 1-5. The defense started imposing their will and forcing takeaways, and the offense, aside from that fumble from Russell Wilson earlier, has taken care of the football. The blueprints have been mirror images.
They have. In fact, Sean Payton used the Lions as an example when his team started 1-5. Said, if they can do it, we can do it. Montgomery on 2nd and 4. All down from behind. Hitting him was Henningsen. Gain of 5, and he's got the 1st down. Working out to the 31. And the Green Bay Packers were victims of both these teams. The Lions in 22 in Week 9, and the Broncos this season in Denver against the Packers.
Well, talking to both staffs about those turnarounds, I specifically said, was there like an aha moment that all of a sudden happened? He said, no, you just stay the course. You need to play complementary football. You need to stop turning the football over, and it just so happened, you're right, Kevin, it was against Green Bay when both those seasons got turned around.
Goff, 1st and 10. He's got the big tight end, Laporta. Brought down by Fabian Moreau. Gets up to the 48-yard line with a strike of 18 yards up the middle.
Well, he's been everything and more for the Detroit Lions when they drafted him. They thought he was a good player, but to be as consistently good as he's been, not hitting a rookie wall, just maintaining that excellence throughout the whole season.
67th reception for Laporta. Much talked about rookie tight end. Here's a very festive part, getting all dressed up for the holidays. Ice skating here. First quarter statistics.
Very even.
Yeah, very much. There's a run by Montgomery, twisting down and trying to get by Jaquan McMillan, who has been a terrific story. No gain on the play. He has gone from practice squad to part-time player to starter, and he is filling it up with sacks and deflected balls. He's doing everything as a very young, undrafted player.
Yeah, we highlighted him in the first quarter, all the things that he does and all the things that he's doing well. He's a big part of this defense. They bring pressure off the slot with him. His ability to cover up the field, he's doing everything for him.
Decker the block, 2nd and 10 across the middle. Peoples-Jones gets the ball and brought down by Moreau. He gets into Bronco territory at the 48. With a gain of 4, they bring him in because he can do so many different things. And he catches his second pass as a Lion right there.
Well, Kevin, I know you brought it up, the fact that last week Denver defense didn't allow any third down conversions for the Chargers, and so far today Detroit is 0 for 3, so they've got a run going on these third downs, as right now they've got 8 defenders lined up at the line of scrimmage.
Gibbs the back, 3rd and 6. Goff moves up. Look out from behind. He dumps it off. Laporta dives for the first down. Back to the 40, slithering his way free. Goff has 9 completions to 7 different receivers, but he's hit his big tight end a couple times, twice. That's a first down throw and a gain of 7.
Watch, he's going to come in and he's going to actually fall down to the ground. They show the sign like they're going to bring a lot of pressure, but then they bail out. 5 of the 9 guys, or 4 of the 8 guys at the line of scrimmage bail out, but Laporta falls to the ground, gets up, and they're able to get the first down.
It's a 1st and 10 throw, and down the middle he goes. Josh Reynolds has got this one. Moreau makes the stop. Pretty catch. Reynolds' first reception, 32nd of the season, and he picks up 21 to the 19 of Denver.
Well, you give him time, and that's what Jared Goff can do. He can be accurate up the field, and that time, plenty of room, get a double hitch in there. Accurate throw to get down inside the red zone.
Goff is off to a terrific start. 10 of 14, 101. 1st and 10. Gibbs was in motion. Outside he goes. Laporta gets by Jersey Jewell to the pylon. 19-yard touchdown pass by Goff to his celebrated rookie tight end, Sam Laporta.
I love the design of this play. Watch, out of the backfield, you're going to see a wheel route. That draws the attention of the defense, and then Laporta is the second person on it. So the defense is going to see the attention going on that wheel route. Laporta sneaks out into the flat. They forget about him, and then open field, he's able to make the tackle, or miss the tackle. Make the tackle miss. There you go, Kevin. I got it right the 3rd time.
Here's the extra point by Michael Badgley, taking the place of the kicker, Riley Patterson, who's inactive. It is the 7th touchdown reception for the rookie tight end out of Iowa. That is number 1 among NFL tight ends. Lions by 7. Trent Green, Laporta caught passes of 18 and the touchdown reception of 19 on that drive. 8 plays and 80 yards.
Well, Kevin, it was the yards after catch. Josie Jewell missing that open field tackle. Laporta able to get inside, and then just a matter of lowering his shoulder and getting into the end zone. Excellent individual effort there from Sam Laporta.
For Denver, winning 6 of the 7, when they have won those 6 games, they scored first. They didn't score first in the 1 loss against the Texans. It's off to Mims, and a touchback to the 25. Next Gen Stats now, powered by AWS.
Well, we've already seen it multiple times in this game. It's Russell Wilson's ability to extend plays, and you can see on extended dropbacks where he has over 4 seconds to throw. He leads the NFL with 8 passing touchdowns when he's able to extend. That time, a lot of protection in the pocket, sliding up. But as we've seen in this game already, his ability to spin out and get to the outside and extend things is a big reason why he has that stat and those 8 touchdowns.
Wilson has started the game 2 of 6 for the Broncos. His completion percentage this season 5th in the NFL. His 23 touchdowns, 5th in the league. 1st and 10. Williams above. Here they come off the side with Vildor. Kendall Vildor comes streaming through like a torpedo and took a shot at the Bronco quarterback. It's incomplete, and it's 2nd and 10. Off the blind side.
This is coming off the backside, and when you're a quarterback, a right-handed quarterback with a play fake to the right, a lot of times you're in the middle of the field or the right hash. You don't necessarily think that backside corner is going to come on a blitz when he's coming from that far away. Usually the backside corner comes if you're on that near hash because it's not as big a distance. So great dial up there by Aaron Glenn, and the play fake away caused Russell Wilson to look his head the other way.
Weldon with the 2nd down and 10. It goes off to Williams at once, then put down on the play. They had Benito Jones over there. They had Noah Fonru over there. Everybody getting a hand on him. They lose 3. Williams pushed back to his own 22. Bugs and others.
Well, more pressure. Once again, more guys at the line of scrimmage. Brands, how many times we've already called him a couple times. Nowhere to go. Swarming defense.
Third and 13. They need the 35. P. Ryan was the running back. Here they come. Down goes Russ. The sack on the play by John Pascal. His first of the season.
Great interior pressure as a quarterback. You don't mind pressure coming off the edges because you can step up in the pocket. But this time there's no ability to step up in the pocket because the pressure comes right up the middle. Earlier in the game when Wilson's had the ability to escape, it's usually off the edges where he can slide up and get around. That time right up the middle, nowhere to go.
Khalif Raymond has to chase it. And Smith will bring him down. Also hit on the play by the long snapper, Mitchell Fraboni. So the Lions defensive coordinator, Aaron Glenn, had his defense with only 7 sacks in the last 5 games. And Trent, they've already got 2 in the first half here.
Well, they've been able to get consistent pressure. You got to think all the times that Russell Wilson's been able to avoid the sack and get outside. So turned up the heat in this game so far.
1st and 10. Nice floater to Reynolds.
Well, speaking of turning up the heat, Vance Joseph that time dialed up the blitz on 1st down, and they were able to get pressure on Goff right away. He just throws a jump ball to Reynolds. Surtain not able to get his head around to locate it, and Reynolds able to come up with the catch.
20-yard pickup. Surtain at the tackle. 41 of Denver, and once again the Lions in Bronco territory. Gibbs the back, and it's 1st and 10. Gibbs, big hole. Oh, a nice block by Reynolds. The wide receiver opens the door with the line for Jahmyr Gibbs. To the 20 and a 1st down.
Great job of blocking on the left side. They catch him in a blitz coming off the edge. They're able to kick it out. Decker does, and big lane for Gibbs to work his way up the sideline. How about that run?
Gibbs has carried it 3 times for 30. This is a terrific rushing offense of the Lions. It's been that way all season. Number 5 coming into tonight. Fake to Montgomery. Fake to Williams. And it's Montgomery. And sniffed out well by DJ Jones. We started all but 1 game on that line. And he's back with a loss of 6 to the 27.
Well, DJ Jones didn't fall for it at all. There was a fake one handoff, fake the reverse, trying to set up a misdirection screen. Jones stayed home. Had he not stayed home, there was 3 blockers and only 2 defenders out there.
Second down, 17. Decker the block, and outside they go. It's grabbed out there. Oh, look at Williams. He's just dancing his way. Jamison Williams caught it and takes it down inside the 10, near the 9. 18-yard catch and run with a slithery move to get free after the catch.
Well, Moreau's over there in position to make the tackle, and he just gets juked out. And he's able to keep his feet in bounds. I wasn't sure if Williams had stepped on the line, but after that replay, he doesn't. Able to pick up the first down.
He's got 3 catches for 33 yards. He came into tonight with 13. At the early season suspension. First and goal. Fake to Gibbs to the end zone. What a great defensive play. And knocked down there by P.J. Locke. He is stepping in for the suspended Kareem Jackson. It's second down and goal. Terrific play.
Well, after Detroit's loss last week to Chicago, there was an irritated Dan Campbell in the post-game press conference, and he said this: attention to details and have a greater sense of urgency, and you can see that so far out of the Lions here in the first half.
Amon-Ra St. Brown was the target there. Second down, goal. That is caught by Gibbs. Touchdown, and a second touchdown pass for quarterback Jared Goff. 9-yard completion.
Well, this is just going to be a cross coming out of the backfield. You get isolation against the zone. You leave the middle of the field open. Excellent play call and play design against the perfect defense to attack it.
Gibbs has his first career receiving touchdown. Extra point away and good by Badgley. And it's 14-0 Lions. Jumping on top of the Broncos. Having lost 2 of 3, looking for some traction. Their quarterback is on the screws tonight. 15-20, and Gibbs performing well. So it's been a while. Dan Campbell has done a masterful job. Going back to the beginning of last year when they were 1-6, they finished 8-2. Final game was played at Green Bay, opened up this season at Arrowhead in Kansas City and beat the defending Super Bowl champions on opening night. It's the kickoff and Mims from the 1. After the second touchdown pass by Goff, and down he goes near the 20. Good special teams, and here's a look at Russell Wilson coming back out there. The Holiday Classic is back on NFL Network. The Broncos continue their playoff push as they host the Patriots in a prime-time showdown on Christmas Eve. The Holiday Classic, Christmas Eve at 8, only on NFL Network and streaming on mobile with NFL Plus. Pretty big hole on the road and a tough place to win, Trent.
Yeah, and I just mentioned about Dan Campbell and the sense of urgency he wanted out from his Lions team. Well, now being down 14, Russell Wilson, this offense needs to have a greater sense of urgency, go down and get some points.
McLaughlin was the back, and that's who Russ goes to on 1st and 10. And then finally brought down by Jack Campbell on the side, the Butkus Award winner from Iowa. Gain of 8 on the play, and they put the ball at the 29.
I'm not sure who's down for the Lions on the far side of the field.
It looks to be Derek Barnes. Starting linebacker Barnes is down. So there's a timeout on the field, an injury to the starting linebacker for the Lions. We'll step aside. So Derek Barnes was the injured player, walked off. You thought maybe his shoulder. That's what they were looking at initially. And they're going to take him back to the locker room. They've got 5 in the secondary. They've not replaced Barnes. A 2nd and 2 coming up for the Denver Broncos. And the first time the Broncos have trailed by 14 points since week 6 at Arrowhead against the Chiefs. It's McLaughlin. High stop made by Melifonwu. He replaces Tracy Walker as the starting strong safety again this week, as he did last week. 3rd and 1.
Kevin, it's a penetration that the Lions are able to get with their defensive line and the guys up at the line of scrimmage, because that, you know, when you're trying to attack it from a run game standpoint, if you've got to start adjusting your angles while you're still in the backfield because of that penetration, it just makes it that much harder as they try to pick up the 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1, and here they go trying to dive.
Well, the official up top, Kevin, looks like he had it, but
Russ took it himself. 4th and 1. He did not get it.
That's unusual. They're not going to give him a measurement. Jack Campbell, the rookie, just came in for the injured Barnes. He's the one that comes up and makes the hit. And from that angle, he definitely looks short.
There's a pretty big decision. 4th and 1. 6.5 remaining in the first half. Oh, that time he got it. Belly flopping his way up to the 32.
That's risky. You're down 14. You're inside your own 30 or right at your own 30. If you don't make it, you're giving the Lions great field position as McGlinchey's slow getting up.
He has started every game at that right tackle, and he is on a knee. This December football, you can't be messing around any longer. I mean, the clock is ticking.
Well, it is, and I think that's why you take that risk, right? You've won 6 out of 7 games. You're not playing very well here tonight. You decide to go for it on 4th down, and Russ sneaks over to the right and dives to get the first down. McGlinchey's on the right side. You see him. I don't know if he gets his arm trapped in there by the guys stockpiling in there.
So they bring in Cam Fleming, who has started multiple games, came from the Giants, but he has been around the league. He'll be the right tackle now.
And what I like about that quarterback sneak is instead of everybody right now is you know, they're motioning guys behind the quarterback and doing the big push. That time they did a quick count. So I think the defense would probably wait for that motion to happen, and instead of getting the quick count, they were able to dive and get the first down before they could react.
4 in the secondary. Russ has it 1st and 10, 3 of 8 with the handoff here. Williams can't find a whole lot. Kaminsky and others bring him down. Minimal gain on the play, about 2. Joseph coming from the safety. And 2nd and long coming up for the Broncos. Dan Campbell. He coached under and played under Sean Payton. They know each other well.
Tremendous amount of respect for one another. Campbell said 8 of his 11 years as a player were with Sean Payton.
2nd down and 8. Rush to the air. Has time. Williams falls. And Anzalone makes sure he stays down. Officially tackling him at about the 32. They lose a couple. 3rd and 10.
And that time the Lions drop into a deep coverage, so forcing Russell Wilson to throw it underneath. With the reaction of Anzalone making that tackle. 3rd and 10 as this crowd tries to get cranked up.
P. Ryan is the back. 5 in the secondary. 3rd down and 10. Here comes the blitz. Melifonwu got him. Over the head of Judy. Coverage on the play by Branch. Great defense by the Lions. 4th and 10. And the punting unit out there once again for the Broncos.
Kevin, what about this? 3rd and 10, you think, oh, you're going to play soft coverage. You're going to try and keep everything in front of you. Watch the depth that he comes from. He's a good 15 yards deep. Russell Wilson's looking up the field. Doesn't do any good to get a check down at that point in time because it's 3rd and 10. That's why coming with the blitz is trying to make that quick throw.
Dixon to punt. And fair caught with a drift back at the 18-yard line and a 50-yard punt by Raymond. We're back in 30 seconds after this message from Lowe.
Drews, you're stepping your game up.
All right, so what's the coverage?
It's easy. 2 cans, Dallas Cowboys Navy.
That's a big play.
Whether you're a rookie or a pro, the Lowe's home team has the best products and coaching to help you win at home. You got this. We got you.
Lions are blitzing a ton tonight, aren't they? My goodness.
They are. They're not shying away from it. I was just telling you at the break there, 3rd and 10, to bring that pressure from depth. It's one thing to bring it with linebackers, but to vacate a safety out of the deep half of the field.
1st and 10. And Montgomery, the former Chicago Bear, hit by Singleton, whacked in the play by Browning. Gain of 2. They put him up just beyond the 21. Well, Trent, widen your lens a little bit on this one here, as we're going to be under 4 minutes and counting as this first half winds down. Lions have done everything right. They've been stifling on defense. They've moved the ball on offense in a game that they feel they've got to have.
Well, and I think you continue to be aggressive. The smart thing here would be to use the final 4 minutes. You've got 3 timeouts. You've got the 2-minute warning. Use the final 4 minutes. Go down and get points before the half. Don't let Denver get the ball back. But I think they continue to be aggressive because that's what they've had success with.
2nd down and 8. St. Brown has got the ball. Amon-Ra St. Brown comes up with it. Gains 9. He got the first down.
Well, this is
about a yard at the 29.
It's where he catches it, but he actually goes backwards.
I know it.
Yet they marked it where the contact first happened. So where the contact first happened, I guess, was already a first down. So.
16-21. Here comes the blitz with Singleton. It's incomplete. And they were looking for Reynolds. Heavy pressure. It's 2nd down and 10. Last week against the Bears, this Lion offense had a season low in yards, net passing, first downs, and their differential was -3. The exact opposite tonight against Denver.
Well, and they've done a good job of play calling. They've mixed up the play action. You see Ben Johnson there. He's done a great job dialing up plays, putting Goff in position to have success, and with the protection, they've been able to give him quite a bit of time.
2nd down and 10. Decker the block at the left tackle. Up the middle they go. St. Brown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, as he bursts downfield, gets to the 42. Picks up 28 on the catch and run. It's a first down for the Lions.
He's going to be lined up in that right slot. Just with the clear out in the middle, he works his way in between the linebackers. Excellent job by Goff locating him. Accurate pass allows the yards after catch.
Simmons brought him down. 1st and 10. With a handoff here. Look at Montgomery chugging his way and finding room to the 34. Picks up 8 mil on that run.
We have a couple of injury updates. Lions linebacker Derek Barnes was taken off into the locker room. He has a shoulder injury and it's questionable, so it'll be Jack Campbell in that spot for now. And Broncos right tackle Mike McGlinchey was in the blue medical tent with the unaffiliated neurotrauma consultant, but I'm told he is good to return. He will come back.